It is rightly said by Marx Mesmer that soft skills are the hard currency of modern workplace. So this is so rightly said. As much we require hard skills to, get ourselves working in any field, that much we require soft skills to stay at that workplace, stay in that work for the longest period of time. It helps us adapt with the environment around us. It helps us coordinate and cooperate with people across us. So it helps us stay at the place where we are willing to work for the longest period of time. So greetings for the day from Kashish Talwani, your real estate trainer. I'm right here with the third part of soft skills. In our previous parts, we tried to learn what soft skills are, how they're different from hard skills. Gradually, we understood about different types of soft skills, and also we understood what is the importance of possessing soft skills and what are the circumstances we can face if we do not possess any soft skills. Going ahead, we will understand the most important soft skills, that's communication. So this is our part 3 of soft skills. Let's see what are we going to cover here. We are going to cover what is communication, the meaning of communication, what are the inclusions of communication, and we will see what are different tips and tricks to communicate in a better way at your workplace. So let's quickly understand what is communication. So communication, if we will speak about the definition of communication, it is actually a process of sending or receiving information by between actually two or more people. So there should be one person who is the sender of a message and one person who is the receiver of that message. If any one of them is missing, there cannot be any communication. The next thing is it is verbal, that means using words, or it can be non-verbal, that means it can be using your body language, your facial expression, your gestures. Communication is very important for people to understand each other's thoughts, each other's feelings or ideas. Good communication skills definitely help us have better relationships, better sharing of information, which let the work go effectively at any place, like if it is your home or it is your office or it is anywhere in the world. If you're able to communicate yourself, your ideas in a good way, in a proper way, definitely there will be better responses you'll get from everyone. Examples of communication include talking to someone in person, sending a text message, or making a phone call, or writing an email, anything. Yeah. So these are three important things we will talk about. Importance of effective communication, and we will speak about active listening and clear and concise expression of ideas. Let's see how these things are important. So yeah, there is lot of importance of effective communication. One should concentrate on clear and accurate transmission of information. Why it is important, let me just give you an example for this. For example, I am trying to communicate some work to my team at my office, and they do not understand the technical language, the technical jargon I'm using to communicate, because they are new in the system and they do not understand our technical language related to real estate. They will not clearly grasp what I'm communicating with them. As a result, they will never be able to complete the work properly. So yeah, clear and accurate transmission of information is very important. Encourages teamwork and collaboration. So if we are able to communicate well with our team, we will have better collaboration. We will have better, results at work. Resolving conflicts and addressing misunderstandings. So this is one very common circumstances which arise if we do not communicate well. There is always a scope for misunderstanding. People will not understand and they will not do anything how you have guided them to do, right? So there will be lack of understanding in them, and they will never be able to produce the same work. Conflicts can be there if there are two people on same position, and if work is not properly discussed, there cannot be the right results at the right time, and then there will be definitely some conflicts. Fostering trust. So yeah, I believe that if some task has been delegated to me through my immediate superior, it is being communicated well, right? So if I'm responsible for any work for the organization, I believe if I trust my leader, if I trust my immediate superior, well, I will be working well. I will be delivering results in a different way. Good communication influences others. Yeah. Providing and receiving feedback for improvement. So it is also very important to once you deliver a communication to anyone, you should ask back that, have you understood? Do you have any doubts? So it's very important to take the feedbacks from the people whom you're communicating. So if there is any scope for any kind of confusion, that can be cleared right away, right? Building rapport and connection. So good communication helps achievement of results in a good way, and that build a team that builds a whole rapport in the organization, and this overall increases the productivity of the whole organization as a whole. Why active listening is very important. See, initially I said that communication is a process. It's a two-way process. One is a sender and another is a receiver. So if someone is not listening, someone is not, receiving that message, there will be no communication technically, right? So listening or, understanding the communication is equally important. If we'll compare it with the delivery of a message. So yeah, understanding information, instructions, and expectation. There can be many barriers to that. Language can be a barrier, understanding can be a barrier, technical things can be a barrier. So if I'm delivering a message in a language, maybe I have people from rural areas who do not understand English, and if I will be giving my trainings in English language to them, they will definitely never be able to absorb anything what is taught. So there will be no communication. There will be actually no delivery of any knowledge. So understanding of information is very important. Fostering collaboration among team members. So if people listens well to each other, there will be good amount of collaboration, and there will be good amount of that kind of bonding between the team. Contributing to problem solving. So if person will be listening properly, they will be giving their contribution towards solving certain problems in a better way. Building strong relationships. Yeah. Resolving conflicts and promoting healthy dialogues. So if there will be proper listening, there will be less conflicts, there will be healthy environment in the organization. Increasing employee engagement and commitment. So if people will be listening well, they will be understanding the communication well, there will be proper feedback system, employee engagement and commitment will increase in the organization. Improving customer satisfaction through listening to feedback. So yes, we are in an industry where we have to deal with our clients. So we have a lot of people whom we are supposed to listen very carefully, very patiently. So once we listen to our clients properly, we, are able to resolve their problems in a better way. So that definitely helps us get more and better customer satisfaction. Creating a positive work culture. So this overall creates a good culture, a positive culture around us. People, stick to each other, people trust each other. And definitely that, in turn increases the productivity of whole organization. Promoting open communication and trust. So there should be a culture wherein people are free, people are not scared to, put their opinion. So in that kind of organization, in that, if we are able to build that kind of culture, people, intend to work better, because this is where they are able to, give their inputs and to fulfill those things which they say they work harder. So yeah, this builds a better organization in return. Clear and concise expression of ideas. So it is very important to clearly, you know, communicate our message. If there's a requirement of any kind of, if there's a requirement of verbal communication, it should be verbal. If there's a requirement for any kind of written communication, it should be delivered that way. So a kind of communication, a situation requires a particular kind of communication that should be done at a particular time. For example, if I'm willing to, help you understand about communication, this is the best way, right? This is the best way to communicate with you. If I would have sent this PPT over mail to all of you, I don't think this would be the best way to do that. But yes, if there's a piece of information I'm willing to, send into my network, so an SMS, a WhatsApp message, or an email will be the best thing, right? So yeah, a clear and concise expression of idea is very important. Why it is important? It is important because this is the effective way of communication. This saves time. This, avoids, this helps organization, save itself from a lot of misunderstandings. It increases productivity. It increases professionalism. It engages people, and it, brings to us a more interactive audience. Like if we are speaking with our clients, they will be more interested in speaking with us. If we are, speaking to our, team, our people who are working in our office, yeah, they will be more interactive. Enhance credibility. It will increase our credibility. It will help us, making the right decisions. It will build trust in the organization. And yes, overcoming language barriers is very important here. So what are different tricks and tips to communicate rightly at your workplace? Be clear and concise. This is what I've said many times. Listen actively and attentively. Eye contact and appropriate body language is very important. Sometimes a person is saying something, but his body language is communicating something else. So this should not be, there should not be any contradiction on this. If you are positive, your appearance should also look positive in front of your audience. Speak confidently, be respectful, be considerate. You should not, be disrespectful, even if you have, something negative coming across your side. Adapt styles to suit the preference of your colleagues and superiors. So, adapt to the kind of audience you're interacting with. It can be your language, it can be your appearance, it can be your, the way of speaking, it can be your tone. So yeah, if we, just a small example, if we speak to children, we have a different tone. If we speak to our colleagues, we have a different tone. If we speak to our friends, there's a different tone, right? So yeah, choosing the right tone, appropriate language is very important in communication. Be mindful of cultural differences. So if there is anything which it should not be said, so believe me, it should not be said, right? You should not, speak on, grounds where you are differentiating between people on any grounds, maybe their religion, their culture, where they are coming from, their social status, or anything. So these things should be kept in mind very strongly. Use active listening techniques. So yeah, there are a lot of techniques wherein you can engage people constantly, right? So these are the things which we should, follow. There are a few more. Ask questions to seek clarification. So once you are done with your communication, whatever the purpose of the communication is, you should ask for the clarification. You should ask if anyone is having any doubt understanding the whole thing. uh, you should always use positive and constructive language. Your language should not hurt anyone in any possible way. It should be positive, it should be inclusive, it should be, it should include everyone across us. It should be empathetic. You know what is empathy? It is pretty different from sympathy. Empathy means, putting yourself on someone's place and then think. Yeah. Avoid multitasking or distraction while engaging in important conversation on our meeting. So, for example, if you are taking a meeting, you have 10 people sitting across you and you have calls coming across, your phone is on loud, it is ringing again and again, and you're trying to answer the SMS coming across. So, this is absolute distraction for everyone. So, this should not be done. If you are into a meeting for, let's say, 30 minutes, your concentration should be there for the next 30 minutes. Use written communication such as email, memos, wherever it is required. So, for example, after a meeting, you're supposed to send an email, maybe minutes of meeting. So it should be sent that way. If that communication, if you have spoken about sharing any document in a meeting, you should be sharing it immediately after the meeting. So yeah, if any communication requires any kind of follow-ups, any kind of sharing of data, any memos, any MOMs, so that should be shared likewise. Follow up on verbal communication with written summaries. This is what I said. If any kind of follow-ups are required, that should be done right in time. Practice self-awareness and emotional intelligence. So we should be self-aware about what we are speaking, where we are speaking, with whom we are speaking, and we should have, certain sense of emotional intelligence. We should, not let, emotions of everyone, touched negatively at any point of time. After any presentation, one should seek feedback and one should be open for any kind of drawback, any kind of negative feedbacks also. Yeah, just to have that sense of self-improvement. So guys, this is all from my side. This was third part of soft skills. I will come up with few more videos in this series. Hope you will like it. If you liked it, do not forget to share it with your friends and your network. Thank you.